Good morning. From today onwards, after discussing few citations, I will explain how to draft uh, the petitions, writ petitions, suit, etc. step by step. Uh, because 15th August, Independence Day is approaching. Uh, Shyam Narayan Chowse, Union of India, 2018 1, Supreme Court 291. Therein they said the national anthem should be played and respected. Uh, Otherwise, Section 3, Prevention of Insult to National Honors Act 1971 may be initiated. This was the judgment of the Supreme Court. And then question arose about Navy Act. Navy Act is pertaining to all military personnel. This ratio decision may be binding on all armed or military personnel or defense forces. Union of India versus Cadre CDR, Ravindra versus Desai, 2018-4, Supreme Court 678. Therein, they say the appeal to Supreme Court is limited scope. Army tribunal, that Army tribunal, after approving recording evidence, detailed analysis, since passing the orders, Supreme Court is limited to question of law. The scope of appeal to the Supreme Court has been discussed, and therefore a combined reading of the upper set provision clearly brings out that appeal to this court has to be on point of law and general public importance. So, point of law includes the principle of natural justice, adi artam partam, and causa the one should not sit as judge for his own cause. Other grounds are there that should be gone into deeply while dealing with army cases. About drafting, see, first thing that you may not be well acquainted with the citations, ratios, question of law, but you must draft your petitions clearly with facts chronologically. Chronologically means first 2008 April, 2008 December, then 2019 January, like that date also should be chronologically. You have to set out the facts. Bail petition, it is very simple. Whenever you prepare a petition, the under the provisions in which you are filing the petition should be carefully gone into. Once again, there is no loss to read and again and again. Whenever you read it again and again, you will get new information. Suppose bail application says you must, the prayer should be, it is therefore prayed that the Supreme Court may be pleased to enlarge the petitioner on bail pending investigation or trial, whatever it may, in respondent PS crime number so and so, so and so. If it is anticipated bail, it is therefore prayed that the Supreme Court may be pleased to enlarge the petitioner on bail in the event of his arrest in respondent PS crime number for offences so and so, and render justice. This should be the prayer. The prayer should be in conformity with the sections. Then see, when you start praying cast title, criminal MP number, in crime number of police station so and so, it is very easy to the nogots, means the stop to attach the paper, annex the papers. Then you have to say the petitioner about Bexus title. Thereafter you have to say the petitioner is so and so. You would have stated in the long cast title, short cast title in the top of the page, but in the down you have to clearly state the extensive and address for service. Then you have to say the petitioner was arrested. You have to say that was arrested or apprehending arrest for offences so and so, so and so, on complaint of so and so, so and so, in FIR number so and so, so and so. Full stop. Then you have to next paragraph. You simplify paragraph. Next paragraph you have to state that according to the petition according to the prosecution, you have to state the entire facts as alleged against your accused. Then thereafter you have to state that the petitioner is innocent and ignorant of the prosecution case. You should not state the your defense at the stage of investigation. That is a bad practice. You argue before the court all about your points, and you did not you are not supposed to argue the points which may help you during the trial by opening that absence or clues or latches or infirmities done by the investigating officer, because later on at the time of filing charge sheet these all may be cued by the investigating officer if the investigating officer is intelligent enough. Then you have to state that the petitioner's avocation means profession, whatever may be, what was he doing, his family members, and he is the only breadwinner. Then you have to say this is the first petition filed before this honorable court, and there is no other bail petition or anticipated bail pending before any other court, including before this honorable. Then the petitioner is ready to abide by any condition and willing to offer substantial. All that should be dated at Madras Council for the petition. Now you have to say the petition is confined at central prisoner, surety to the satisfaction of so and so. All these should be there in the bail petition. This is the way you have to prepare a bail application. Then sometimes you may be forced to file 317 CRPC. 317 CRPC, you have to simply state the printed forms are available. Dispense with the appearance of the accused. That is not 317 CRPC. You should understand that. You have to state the reasons for non-appearance, and he was regular in earlier appearance. After that, you have to state that the petitioner is ready to go with the trial with the assistance of counsel for the, or you have to state the counsel is also thereafter. If the counsel is also not available, you have to state that you have to file a different petition at section 309. But the prayer should be, it is therefore prayed that this honorable court may be pleased to dispense with the appearance of the accused in CC number so and so, so and so, and allow his counsel to defend the case. And allow his counsel to defend his case is the most important words should be there in your petition under section 317 CRPC. 309 CRPC, if you want adjournment, you can file an application for adjournment. The adjournment, sometimes you may be directed to file advance hearing petitions. So you can, when you file, then the 309 did not say about the advance hearing, but Justice Sethuraman has given extensive interpretation stating that adjournment includes advancement of the hearing. Therefore, if you want to file a petition for advancing the hearing, you can file under section 309 CRPC. This is the ways how to file. Then, see, one thing I want to discuss with you, that you must spend some few hours to the court and follow how other advocates are pursuing. And if the judge is saying something against you or something, giving some information that he may deny the bail, you do not get annoyed about his information. You perceive that and you slightly, yes, Your Honor, I do agree with this, but then you have to explain under the what circumstances your petitioner is innocent. Otherwise, you take the learned counsel for innocence. You may also say that this is pre-trial imprisonment and he has to arrange for his defense. He has to eke out his livelihood for his family members. All these things will be done. Best wishes.